Number 16. Now, this guy's a little interesting here. It says, what is the solution set to x squared equals 16 minus 4x? In order to do this, I've got to get it set equal to 0. So I'm going to bring all these guys over. To do that, it would be x squared. The minus 4x would come over as plus 4x. 16 is going to come over like that, equaling 0. Now, you could at this point go to Desmos and graph x squared plus 4x minus 16. And I actually did it right here. And you have an answer of negative 6.472 and 2.472. Excuse me. So you could change each one of these. You know, it's not that. You could change that and see, does that work? You could change it, see, does that work? Doesn't look like it's an imaginary number to me. So it's one of these two guys. So you could go to the calculator, go back to Desmos, enter, and see which of those matches those answers we just did. But how else would I do this? How do they come up with these answers? Maybe it is an I don't know. Let's see. Well, if you try to factor it, it's not going to work. This tells me it's going to be the quadratic formula. The quadratic equation is what we're going to use here. That's what we're going to do. So remember, we have A is going to be 1, B is going to be 4, and C is going to be negative 16. So I'm going to do A is 1, I'm going to do B is 4, C is negative 16, and I always recommend you do 4AC right here. 4 times 1 times 16, negative 64. So what is the quadratic formula? It's going to be equal to the opposite of B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. There we go. So opposite of B is negative 4 plus or minus square root B squared. 4 squared is 16 minus, we already did that, negative 64 all over 2 times A, which is 2. So we get negative 4 plus or minus. This added is square root of 80 over 2. Now, none of these answers look like that, but what is the square root of 80 simplified, brought down? If we break down 80, let's just do it. 8 and 10, 2 and 4, can't go any further. 2 and 2, can't go further, can't go further. 2 and 5, prime, prime. So 80 is going to break down to 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. 1, 2, 3, come on board. 4 and a 5. 2 is going to come out. 2 is going to come out. So you can have a 4 out here. And in here would be a 5. Now notice 2, 4, 4. They all can be divided by 2. So it becomes negative 2 plus or minus 2, 5. Looks like that guy right there. Ooh, nope, I'm wrong. It said negative 2. It's this guy right here. Boy, you don't want to have done all that work and then been an idiot and made the mistake of not looking at your writing. I caught myself. Make sure you don't make that mistake. So there's our answer. We see how to do it. But again, you could have gone to Desmos, translated this, and it would have given you those answers of what we had there, though.